Okay, newcomers, new people. ঠিক আছে। Good morning, young and energetic youth, and the future of our state. I hope God grace you all to you and your dreams are realized. You are welcome to this one of the very successful and prominent educational institution where dreams are getting realized and aspirations are materialized into your desired goals. I welcome you to the institutions and hope you will have your dreams are realized here. But friends, dreams without motivation is meaningless. It is totally meaningless. We have 100 dreams, but if you will not work for it, we will not have our strive, our commitment towards our goal, followed by hard work, it will not be meaningful. So, joining any institution may be the first step, but it is not the only step. Well, beginning is half done, but that the rest half is more important and more vital for you all. Since you are aspirant for administration, I must tell you that after the incidents of Dano Majhi and this Jitu Munda and so many other cases which have not come into our limelight or has not captured the camera of our press, all these issues challenge the entire administrative system. Not only administrative system, but the aspirations of young and energetic people who are aspiring to be administrators. These incidents, they totally indicates that collapse of administration, whether the institutions which are tutoring for the students or aspirants to be in the administration, and the entire mechanism, whether actually it stands for the purpose for which it has been created. The institutions, the administration, the government, the any other mechanism which is working, the police, the health institutions, whether these are for any health, if all these institutions, these incidents happen in our state, it is a pathetic affair. At this state, if we look at the idea and attitude towards administration, we need some change, some dramatic change, some attitudinal change in administration. The administrators should not sit only inside their cozy air conditioned rooms. They must come out to the field and see the public and see how the people are working. Whether the government policies, the schemes are which are meant for the people, whether it has been actually been materialized, whether our schemes for women empowerment, whether schemes for houseless inhabitants, Odia people, whether all they get house, all these are come into the pocket of some influential people. Nowadays, people say the administration is only in the pocket of the influential people, whether it is money, whether it is any other power, whether it is political power, it is totally inside their pocket. The people, common people, they do not see administration in their day-to-day life. So, this is a challenge to all of us. This is a challenge to all of us. The institutions should motivate the students in that respect. I find in these days that persons who coming directly from the interview from the universities and after immediate completion of their education and all their pursuit for all values, moralities, everything, they come to the power and immediately the additional tahsildar, they beg for money. For one certificate, they demand money. I don't know if you have any such experience, but in my life I have seen, in the administration I have seen, coming directly first within few months of their career, they start doing all these things, earning money. In the last part of our career, we became able to, at least we can think of having a house, having a vehicle. But nowadays, within 3-4 years of their career, they have purchased big SUVs, many flats. I am astonished. And you people, unless you think of all this now, if we, all of us, will not think in these ways, our any pursuit will be fake. By joining only day, I will be an OS officer or IS officer. What will do? What will do? What the people wants from all of the administration, all of you, one administrator, the collector, the tahsildar, a sub collector. What is their role? What they do? What the tahsildar was doing when that Munda, which Munda? Jitu Munda was facing the problem in the bank. It is not the problem of bankers. The RDC goes there and he went there and reported that it is fault of the bank. No, it is not at all. No doubt, bank has a moral role. He has to guide that Munda in a proper way. That if you want to draw any of your heirs' money, you have to bring legal heir certificate. And who gives legal heir certificate? Any idea? Who gives? Tahsildar, yes. Tahsildar gives legal heir certificate. So, he has applied for legal heir certificate, but it was not issued. So, death certificate also. And he has to prove the death by bringing the entire dead body from out of the womb of the earth. It is not only one issue, there are so many issues every day happening, but it is not coming to our knowledge. It is not coming to our knowledge. So, it is a challenge to the entire system of administration. The administrative officers are the bridge between the hope of the people, aspirations of the people, and the government policies. You have to implement government policies. Administrative officers, the collectors, sub-collectors, secretaries are the secretariat level. They need to implement all those policies, and the entire system is to be uplifted. Entire population is to be uplifted. They have to go rise up. Our academic system, our economic standards should come up. It should improve. What is the meaning of India becoming fifth strong in economic sphere? 5th trillion our economy. What is the meaning? How do you feel, the common people feel it? Common people will feel it when he goes to the hospital and gets a free treatment there. Our people, our children go to the school and get free education, teachers are available, good buildings are available there. It is, we find that students are small students, babies or children, they are dying due to collapse of school building. So, what is the meaning of administration? How do you think, how do you want to join in the administration? It is said that administrative officers are the backbone of bureaucracy. So, is it the backbone? So, as the aspirant for administration, you have to think of all these things before entering into a new challenging sphere. We have to think of all these things. It is not just entering into administration and getting a post, holding a powerful post in the and enjoying it. It is not a question of enjoyment. If you will enjoy in serving the people, it is true enjoyment. If you will enjoy by accumulating your wealth, it is a failure of administration. It is a failure of entire system. During our independence, we have strived for a home, strive for a home which is economically, politically, and every aspect is free. But we are not free now. You see today position, you see we are not able to move. Buses are being stopped. Public transport has been disturbed. You see the position here. And on the other hand, you see how one arrogant and motionless administrator, American president, how he is behaving there. Everybody is tolerating. What is the meaning of UNO then? Do you know about UNO? What is that? What it does?
It is a government for the whole world. Maintains.
May I take some water from that place? Is there water? What it does? Stability. What type of stability? Anybody else? What is the role of UNO in international politics or in the world? Can anybody tell? Any additional thing? He is not totally wrong. Any additional thing to complete it? Yes. Peace is the only thing. Peace and harmony among and in between the nations, in the entire world, to promote humanity, to allow the individual human being, each and every person to live happily. Our international relations should be very cordial. We should live. There should be no conflict, no war. There is a war between Russia and Ukraine. Have you not shocked by listening to all these war and its continuity? Every human being having a morality, having conscience, he will feel that the war is not desired. That apart, the America, the country which has been leading the entire world since so many decades in economic, in political sphere, not because it is a rich country, but because it is devoted to democratic values, to humanitarian values, the cause of humanity. How? It gives food to the countries where there is no, where people are half fed, they are naked. Yes.
The only democracy.
Yeah, but one of the oldest democracy in true sphere. We are a big democracy, but we are not truly pursuing democratic values. If you go in true sense of the term, our democratic value is not we are truly pursuing, because our political parties are maintaining that democratic culture. Our political parties are centralized. It is one man at the top and direction is only concentrated at one place. So this concentration of power is against democracy. It kills democratic values. So all the issues around the world, it motivates and it should inspire the entire administration, and we should build our administrative forces looking at all these issues, the international, the national, because that of that issue we are so many people. Have you seen the line in front of petrol pump?
Yes.
The big line since 2-3 days. So our government says, our officer says that no, we are not dearth of petrol. Sufficient stock is there. How? There is no problem. How? It is not a problem. People are standing, the vendors are standing, the that provides transport to all of us, Uber and what others, Ola and Uber. These vehicles are stranded. They motivates us to go by public transport. Public transports are not moving properly. They are not getting adequate fuel. So these are the issues. I don't know. So are you student of science? How many students of science are there? Acha. And others are art students. Okay. Have you gone through the syllabus of the course? So which are mainly here for administrative service? Which service you are trying for? OPSC. Yourself? OPSC. Okay. You know, OPSC has been multifarious cadres. Before it was OS, OPS, OFS, now ORS, OTAS, something other services are also there. So, while working in this sphere, we expect that the administrative officer should not only be excellent in field of operation, they should have empathy in their mind, consideration for the people, which is more important. If you go to the field, and in the field as a BDO, you select one, you find one poor lady standing there, there is no one to help her, she is only one person family, but not getting any government help. And if you identify that lady and provide her your old age pension or a Indira Awas house, how much happy he will be. If you are working in the field and your boss, either a secretary or collector, says that after joining in your area corruption has been reduced to 50%. These are more praiseworthy things in our life. These are accolades for us than money or any other promotional career. So nowadays, in the field of administration, challenges are there. There are so many challenges you have to face in your life. And you have to come out of our cozy office room and face all those challenges. From out of the womb of challenges, there comes many solutions. Once you face the challenges, many solutions will appear before you. Our ex-president Abdul Kalam, he has said, winners are those not who has not failed in life, but winners are those who have never quit. आमर ओडिया गोटे कथा अच्छी जे थर को थर पड़ी तले उठई अभ्यासर बड़े क्या कहनी पिलाटा को जे गोटे पिलाटा ठिया होची चालुची पड़ी जाउची आरंभ को चलवाटा ठिया हो चालुची पड़ी जाउची पुणी उठी चालुची चालो ये अभ्यासर बड़े शिशु कही कथा. So there are so many things in our life and also in so many knowledge. It is not codified, but it is there. It is there in the mind. So in administration, we have to adopt habit. We have to develop our habit. How to mix with people, how to serve them, how to serve not in the sense that only to get the things are policies are implemented, but it is truly materialized. The aims of the policies and schemes and rules and regulations, they reach the people. That murder in that Balianta areas where one constable was killed in the mob, that mob killing, and in the one that Noyagad area, one people hands was cut off and he was killed by the who those criminals, sand mafias, mines mafias. So people are become cruel by these and day by days. Now we are our humanitarian values are being reduced. We are losing our humanitarian values. So what is the meaning of coaching? What is the meaning of going to top and only earning money? Only earning money and feed ourselves, our family is our only motto. But dear friends, if you are truly intelligent, if you are truly educated, and we should do something for a society along with feeding ourselves. That is the most important role. We have to live and allow others to live. That is the motto of administration. Why there is administration? But administration is not why it is required. Why a system is put up and constitution build up a framework. In an every, whether you are a student of political science, you are a student of physics, you are a student of economics, or you are a student of commerce, everywhere the one thing comes out that it is the benefit of the people, it is the well-being of the people, humanity, humanitarian values, how it has been materialized. If you go on the way and find some person was lying and is trembling or he is suffering for anything or accident, he made an accident, and you pass by, so many passers by goes passed away but without looking at her or looking at him. So it humanitarian value. And people are afraid because sometimes criminals pretend like this, and when you try to help them, they kill you or they loot you. So there are so many issues, and the administrative officers have to think beyond all these things. You have to think beyond all these things. You have to think of the problem and the problem behind that problem. Suppose you are asked to go to one mining area to conduct raid, but if you alone or you go there and there is a problem of being attacked by the mafias, so you have to foresight that how to prevent that, to save your life. Administration is not to sacrifice your life. It is not to sacrifice your life. It is to save others, not they sacrifice their life. We can sacrifice our life, but for that great cause, not for going facing a mob and being killed there. As Tahsildar or as sub-collector or as collector, you have to face mob. You have to face mob. Even at times armed mob. If you are not properly protected, you have not properly guarded yourself by adequate force, you should not enter into a mob. You can enter into a meeting without any guard. You can address the thousands, lakhs of people, but 100 people in a mob situation, you are helpless. You cannot do. Mob is reasonless. They have no mind. They are mindless. So we have to face all these things in our life. Administrative officer faces all these things in their life. They sometimes you see how they failed. You see raided are being conducted in the houses of so many officers, and huge amounts are being seized from their house, which is beyond we cannot think of. How one officer became able to accumulate such a wealth that their machine, the currency counting machines get damaged. ମେସିନ୍ ଗୁଡ଼ା ଖରାପ ହେଇଗଲା ଟଙ୍କା ଗଣିଲା ବେଳେ କେତେ ଟଙ୍କା ସେମାନେ ରଖିଛନ୍ତି ଟଙ୍କାର ପାହାଡ଼ we cannot think of simply how the money comes to them, how in what way, how could they accumulate. One assistant engineer, one executive engineer, one chief engineer, one tahsildar, one RI, you can think of all these things. So my sincere appeal would be to, although you are very few in numbers here, but still one person, if he wants to change the his entire environment, you are not only one, you have to lead. The administrative officer, they are more treated as leaders. They lead a group, they lead a bunch, they lead a team in many cases, in whether it is natural calamity, whether it is a national process like election or census, anything. You have to lead everybody. You have to lead everybody. In election, as your observer, as returning officer, assistant returning officers, in census, as census officer, you have many roles. You have to do many things, and you are not actually you are doing. You are organizing, you are systematizing, you are distributing the works, and you are supervising all these things. So team, how the administrative officer is more looked as a leader, not as a officer. It is more treated as a leader. You have to lead many things, many officers, many situations, and yet your leadership will be fruitful if the team feels its presence in the mob, in the society. गोटे तहसीलदार पाई गोटे तहसील ऑफिस एंटायर समस्ते तार प्रशंसार पात्र होती यदि गोटे भल ऑफिसर गोटे कलेक्टरटा जिले में पड़गला भल कलेक्टर ताप एंटायर एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन इज बीइंग प्रेज्ड दैट दिस कलेक्टर इज ए जेंटलमैन ही इज ए ट्रू लीडर ही इज ए ट्रू एडमिनिस्ट्रेटर He is looking after the well-being of the people more than the well-being of himself. No doubt, you have a better life in administration. Side by side, you have a greater role in administration. Your presence is required. Your presence is vital because you are intelligent. You are educated. Education doesn't mean only learning things. Learning truly comes if you enlighten the mind of others, so many others, in many ways. So that is true learning. So sometimes as an administrative officer, you have to work as a, sometimes you have to go and look after the medicals. The way doctors goes on strike, a Tahsildar and sub-collector goes there to handle the people. Are they doctors? Can they treat it? No. They only organize things. How the things, worsening things, how the disturbance can be simplified. People will come and they will have some other arrangement. We can satisfy the aspirants there. When there is a teachers on strike, you have to go and conduct examinations. So many arduous life or challenges are there. Administrative officer faces so many challenges, so many issues in everyday life, in your life. So as a leader, as an officer, as a true human, you have to face them, you have to follow them. So I wish all of you your aspiration, your dreams become materialized and it becomes truth, and all your hopes are get satisfied, and you become the administration and enter into administration. I hope this institution will provide you adequate resources and enlighten your mind so that you can do something wonderful in your life, and you raise the name and fame of this institution and also your dream. Thank you all. Wish you all the best. Okay. What else do you? Hmm.
I didn't get it. That's it.